Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to YCB sessions. Now comes the next concept, that is mudras and bandhas, which are present in Hatha Yoga test. In general, you just follow only the first column. So in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, Dasha Mudra means 10. 10 mudras have been discussed. Actually, in mudras itself, bandhas will also come. Don't get confused. Mudras and bandhas are different. In Hatha Yoga, mudras and bandhas comes under only one section. What are those 10 mudras or bandhas? Mahamudra, Mahabandha, Mahaveda, Kechari, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, Moola Bandha, Viprita Karani Mudra, Vajroli Mudra, and Shakti Chalana. The only difference between Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Hatha Yoga Ratnavali is that in Hatha Yoga Pradipika it is 10, whereas in Hatha Yoga Ratnavali it is 10 plus 1, 11, where the Uddiyana Bandha is called as Bahya Uddiyana, whereas the Shakti Chalana is called as Jiva Chalana or Sapta Garbha Chalana. Okay, you don't remember this, but remember this first column itself. Now, while practicing these mudras, what are the benefits we will be getting? What do you mean by mudra? Mudra ante enti? Mudra is nothing but a gesture. So usually, mudra, if you see the worldly meaning, if a bill passes from our government, we always see one seal. Mudra means a seal. Seal is nothing but a gesture. So it gives the authority that this is true, this is valid, this has been given by some person, an higher authority. So mudras, even when we are going from one place to another, when we are transporting something also, so we should get a signature, we should get a seal. Even in the schools and colleges, if there is one circular, we should get a seal from the principal or headmaster to give validity to the particular piece of paper. Only when we see the seal, we can think that it's true, it is valid. In the similar way, mudras also help us to gain some to balance our body, to gain our mental and physical health. Let us see how it is. Mudra means gesture. It is a combination of physical movements. It is a combination of some subtle physical movements. Subtle means which can't be seen, but some physical movements are happening inside our body, which would help to alter the mood, attitude, and perception. In general, this mudra be hastam using only hands, or facial mudras, that is using our face, or kaya mudras using our body. So hasta mudras could be there, mukha mudras could be there, or kaya mudras could also be there. So mudra, it rapidly helps us. It would help us to remove the mental depression. It would also help to remove the energy blockages, which are the fundamental cause of the problem. So if the nadis are not purified, or to gain very fast, to purify our nadis in combination with pranayama, if we do mudras, we will get success very fastly. This is like a VIP pass. So by practicing pranayama also, if you include mudras, like it's you can go very fastly, you can reach your target very early itself. This practice, that means whenever we are practicing any mudra, it means it stabilizes our mind and body, and it increases one's sensitivity to subtle experiences. So sitting in, whether in Jnana Mudra or Kaki Mudra or Shambhavi Mudra, whichever mudra it is, when you are practicing these mudras, you can be aware of what is happening by closing your eyes itself. Subtle experiences. You can experience what is going within and what is going out. Let us see the 10 mudras which is explained here. Mahamudra. It stimulates the Shakti in the energy circuit. Mahamudra, the Shakti which is present, that is the Kundalini which is present, it activates that energy circuit from the Mooladhara chakra to the Agnya chakra. So the energy which is present at the Moolam is the near the anus, near the rectum, where the energy which is in the sleeping state, Kundalini will be always in the sleeping state. We need to awake it. It will be sleeping. You should tap it. Come on, start. Come on, wake up. So this Mahamudra, it is like a Shakti which would tap that sleeping energy to wake up and travel from the Mooladhara to the Agnya chakra. And this could be strongly felt on a psychic level. You can see so many differences when it happens. In general, again, this energy activation as per the prana level. So we have discussed 5 koshas, right? Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manonmaya kosha. At prana level, it generates the circulation of the energy in the chakras. So how Mahamudra helps? It will start circulation of energy in the Shat chakras, at the Muladhara chakra, Swadhisthana, Manipura. It will start the energy to circulate so that there are no blocks. In the mental level, it develops inner awareness. It will help to gain awareness on what is happening in your mind. That means it will stop the thoughts. It will think, what should be now? Should I think about something or not? If I don't want to think anything, it will just stop. Your mind will be in a very stable position, unmind state. That is unmani avastha, no mind state. At physical level, it arouses receptivity. Receptivity in the sense physical level. When you are doing this Mahamudras, when you are sitting calm, your body knows, shall I take the senses or shall I, that means shall I respond to the senses or should I respond? That means if I hear some sound, whether I should get disturbed or just leave it. So it will help you whether to recept the sensory inputs and outputs or not. And Mahamudra, it helps for stomach related problems, and also if a gent is suffering from any testosterone problems, this will help this Mahamudra. Next, Mahabandha. So actually there are 3 bandhas. We have discussed earlier, and again let us go to it. So there are 3 bandhas. 3 matlab 3 bandhas. What are those? Mula bandha, Jalandhara bandha, and Uddayana bandha. Mula bandha is at the Mooladhara chakra, that is at the anus. Jalandhara bandha is at the throat level, that is at the Agnya chakra, that is at the throat top. Uddayana bandha is at the stomach, that is at the Manipura chakra. So 3 bandhas, Mooladhara, Uddayana, and Jalandhara. If you go from top to bottom, Jalandhara bandha, that is throat lock or chin lock, Uddayana bandha, that is the stomach lock, and the Mooladhara, that is Mula bandha, that is the anus lock. If you are performing all these 3 bandhas at one point simultaneously, if you are doing all the 3 simultaneously, these 3 bandhas will be known as Mahabandha. Combination of these 3, if you are performing, then it is known as Mahabandha. First one is Mahamudra, second one is Mahabandha. There is a difference. So now in Mahabandha, bandha means what? Bandinchuta. What we are bandinchuta, what we are stopping here, or what we are constraining, what we are doing here. The energy which is activated, we are conserving. We don't want the energy which is activated to flow outside. We are just constricting. We are protecting that energy. So the Shakti which has been activated is locked within the torso. Torso or torso, what is the torso? That is the trunk region, from the tailbone up to here. So the energy which is activated, we are just keeping it inside, retention of the energy. It cannot leak out through any channel and it recirculates upwards. So whatever the energy which has been activated, it should go towards the trunk up and down. It should not go outside, the energy which is activated. So this Mula Bandha, it forces the prana upwards. What Mula Bandha does? It makes the prana to raise upwards and it prevents it from escaping through the lower outlets. So we know there are 9 randhras, Navarandhras in our body. So when the prana is activated, there is always a chance that this activated prana will leave from any of the randhras which is present in the lower body, that is near the pelvic region, whether it could be a rectum hole or could be urinary hole. So that should not be leaked. So that bandha, this Mula bandha, helps to travel that prana to go upwards. Jalandhar bandha prevents an upward leakage. So here we do Jalandhar bandha. So the energy which has been, we have protected the energy here. It should not go upward. It should always be inside. So this Jalandhar bandha helps upward leakage. Mula bandha helps downward leakage. When Uddayana bandha is added, prana and apana are forced towards each other to eventually meet in the navel center. So prana from the Mooladhara will come towards navel. Prana from the Jalandhara will come towards navel region. Apana will be from the downwards to the navel region. Both will be united at that navel. That is the Manipura chakra. When the 2 opposite poles of energy unite in the navel center, they are forced upward to the Agnya Chakra. When both are forced, they will move together and they will meet at the Agnya Chakra. So this when this Agnya Chakra is activated, there your mind will be, your cranial nerves, everything will be clear. That means your mind will be clear. You will help. The sadhaka will be able to see the bliss. So what happens when you do these bandhas is hormonal secretions of the pineal gland. The pineal gland which is present here, so the hormonal secretions are controlled, balanced. So when the pineal gland is balanced, the entire endocrine system will be balanced. All the hormones will be in a balanced level. So because of this, the decaying, the degenerating and aging process. So aging process could be stopped. Aging process could be reversed. And because you are trying to stop the aging process or reverse the aging, each and every cell of the body is rejuvenated. Your cell which has been aged, again it will start producing a new cell with lot of youngness. So aging of the cells has been decreased. That is the main benefit of Mahabandha. Now comes Mahaveda Mudra. So Mahaveda Mudra, it is a powerful technique that introverts the mind and awakens psychic faculties. So Mahaveda Mudra is the one of the reason to get that Ashtasiddhis, to awaken the psychic faculties in the sense to think beyond. So all those different features, different siddhis we can obtain to Mahaveda Mudra. And this also helps to activate the pineal and pituitary gland, which will balance the endocrine system. And also old age could be stopped or reduced with the help of Mahaveda Mudra, almost similar to the Tribandhas. Next comes the Kechari Mudra, also known as Nabho Mudra. This is also one important bit. What is meant by Kechari Mudra? They might ask you. So Kechari Mudra, when that, I haven't seen any person doing it, but usually Kechari Mudra is, we need to roll our tongue such that the tongue should go inside your nasal cavity and it should touch your Agnya Chakra. So when it is in that process, we usually cut that inside a small tongue. So inside that small tongue will there, we will cut it, that one. While doing this, when you make your tongue to touch the Agnya Chakra, here it is supposed to produce Amrutam anantaru. So that Amruta won't fall down in the Kundalini Nadi. So Kundalini will be activated, right? When Kundalini is activated, it will travel to Sushmana Nadi. It has lot of Shakti. So when you are doing this Kechari Mudra, if the Amruta has been produced, if that Amrutam falls into that Sushmana Nadi, because of that fire, this Amrutam will be burnt. So that Amrutam should not be fall into the Sushmana Nadi. That's why when you make practice of this tongue upwards, that Amruta will be held within your tongue and you will gulp it. That is the main reason. So when the tongue moves into that position, it reaches the hole from which the soma is nothing but Amruta, from the brain that can drive away all the diseases and you can live a long life. Amruta matlab Amruta, A plus Mruta, Amruta. So no death. To reach no death state, we use this Kechari Mudra. So the Hatha Yoga Pradipika gives the highest status to Kechari Mudra. Next comes Viparita Karani Mudra. So if you have done this Sarvangasana in your classes, so if you are doing this Sarvangasana, similar to Sarvangasana, but in Sarvangasana, we make sure that our entire body from our neck to our feet, it will be in one straight line. Only our head will be down, lying flat on the floor. But in Viparita Karani, what we do is our trunk from our neck to our hips, the trunk will be in a 45 degrees angle. So that is Viparita. Viparita means opposite. Viparita is opposite. Usually we stand on our legs. Now we are standing in the opposite direction. And Karani in the sense, our Kaya, that is our body. So our body, we are making in a Viparita state. So that's why Viparita Karani Mudra. And it reverses the downward and outward movement of energy. Usually our energy travels from up to down. Here we are reversing the direction. It balances the Ida and Pingala Nadi and it expands the awareness. And it is also told that it will help to attain siddhis in all lokas and dimensions, and it is not even destroyed even at the time of dissolution. So if you are practicing this Viparita Karni Mudra, if you attain all these siddhis, it will be there for time immemorial. Even if you die also, that siddhis will be with you. These are the spiritual benefits of Viparita Karni Mudra. See, there are three things. These are the spiritual benefits. What are the psychological benefits? It overcomes psychosexual conflicts and unwanted sexual thoughts. So nowadays we are seeing many people turning up. Of course, it might have been in the older generation also. Nowadays many this lesbians, homosexuality, all those things are coming into picture. So if there are any psychosexual conflicts and too much of sexual thoughts and all those things, we can use this Viparita Karni Mudra, and also it increases the mental alertness. Some of the therapeutic benefits. It balances the thyroid function. If someone is suffering from thyroid function, the formula is very simple. Do Viparita Karni Mudra, do Ujjayi Pranayama, and do Jalandhara Bandha, and do Matsyasana. These four things should be always be done. They definitely thyroid will come down within 3 months. So this is a guarantee formula. They should practice this. So therapeutic function, it balances the thyroid, stimulates appetite and digestion, relieves constipation, relieves disc prolapse and hemorrhoids, piles if someone is having piles, and disc prolapse also it could help. Helps with varicose veins. So varicose veins problem you might have seen in people who are standing for longer times, like people who are traffic people who stand there, and also nurses. Many people who stand, workers, laborers, keep on standing because the weight is continuously, the weight is there on our legs, too much weight. The nadis will become enlarged and we will get varicose veins. So the people who are suffering with this, they should always practice Viparita Karni or any position where they can lift their legs up. Hernia could also be cured. Circulation to the brain is enhanced because you are moving your body in downward to upward direction, and cerebral cortex, pituitary and pineal glands will be corrected. And any dementia means forgetting. If someone is having some forgetting problems also, it will help. And gray hair and wrinkles. If you are getting too much gray hair or wrinkles in your faces, ask them to do Viparita Karni. So many benefits. Just always keep an eye on different benefits, spiritual, psychological, and therapeutic of Viparita Karni. Next, Mahamudra. Mahamudra is a combination of Shambhavi Mudra, Kechari Mudra, Moola Bandha, and Kumbhaka. So this Mahamudra, don't worry about this combination, just remember these benefits. In general, if you go through Mahamudra, all the benefits of Shambhavi, Kechari, Moola Bandha, and Kumbhaka, Keval Kumbhaka, all those benefits will be listed over in Mahamudra. So some of the spiritual benefits is helps in energy circuit, which we have already discussed. Whole system is charged with prana, that is, it intensifies the awareness. Everything is aware within our body. Meditation, spontaneous meditation, removes all blockages, nadi shuddhi, makes the chitta peaceful. Your Atma Rama will always stay peaceful. After practicing for some time, the mind attains Shunya Avastha. So once you practice this, as we said, Unmani Avastha or Shunyam. Shunyam matlab zero. Zero means your mind is not having any thoughts. This also we discussed. These are the benefits of Mahamudra, spiritual benefits. Psychological, when your mind is not having any thought, automatically your Atma will be staying in peace, right? Peacefulness and tranquility. Calms the brain. Brain waves become peaceful because there is no agitation, no thought process, means brain is also very calm. Makes mind one-pointed. You are not thinking about anything. So what you are thinking? Nothing. So makes mind one-pointed, no, nothing. It is no waves are there. So simple. Brings introversion to the mind. Instead of outward, mind will be thinking inwards. Reduces restlessness. Therapeutic benefits. Stomach problems will be cured. Seminal weakness, any testosterone or reproductive problems for gents, it would help. Reduces excess kapha. If you are having too much kapha, it will help to decrease. Piles, spleen problems, tuberculosis, throat, fever, autonomous nervous system is balanced. These are some of the benefits of Mahamudra. Shakti Chalana Mudra, and then Shanmukhi. The benefits are not given there, just they have specified the names, so we have given here. And there is one other mudra known as Tadagi Mudra, that is known as water pot mudra. This is not in your syllabus, I am just leaving it. Next comes the Matangani Mudra, that is the elephant mudra. This is also not there. This is all in Geranda Samhita, so don't worry about this. Shambhavi Mudra is there. So let us discuss about Shambhavi Mudra. So once you do this Shambhavi Mudra is looking your eyes inside to the Agnya Chakra. So with internal one-pointed awareness and external gaze unblinking, that means we won't be blinking our eyes, but we will be concentrating only on the Agnya Chakra. So this Shambhavi Mudra will help you to attain peace and concentration of the mind. It awakens the Agnya Chakra, the center which unites the lower consciousness with the higher consciousness. That's what we said while practicing this Kechari Mudra, that the Soma Amruta will be falling, right? That is from the Agnya Chakra. It can lead to Dhyana Yoga Samadhi. So for Samadhi state, this Shambhavi Mudra will be helping. So that is the end of the some of the mudras. Let us see these bandhas. We will finish this. So bandhas. Bandha, as we said, to lock, to hold, what? The energy. So there are three classic bandhas, Mula, Udhyana and Jalandhara. When practiced together, it is called as a three bandhas. So Mula Bandha, it is nothing, I think you might have seen in your practicals. Okay, let me go through it. Pressing the perineum or vagina with your heel and contracting the rectum so that the apana vayu moves upward. That is doing, pulling your rectum upwards by pressing your heel, pressing your perineum and vagina with your heel. That is doing Mula Bandha. This is how to do Mula Bandha. We already discussed that prana and apana will be united. It works on the Mooladhara Chakra and Brahma Grandhi. It stimulates the pelvic nerves, relieves depression, sublimates the sexual energy for spiritual development. If too many sexual thoughts are there, you can practice this Mula Bandha. Uddayana Bandha, it is pulling the abdomen back. That is pulling the abdomen inside and making the navel button should be raised a little bit, either in the standing position or in Siddhasana. So this can be done, Uddayana Bandha could be done in sitting position or in standing position. That is pulling your abdomen inside so that your navel would rise a little up. And this helps to make the prana rise to the Sushmana Nadi. And the course of prana will be changed. That is, apana vayu will come. Usually apana should go downward, it will come upward. Udana or prana should go downwards, this will come and unite here after 6 months of practice. So if you are practicing this Uddayana Bandha continuously for 6 months, and if you are retaining the breath for 3 to 4 minutes, it seems you won't get death. But don't practice this after listening. We don't know whether it is true or false, but it is in the textbooks. So 6 months of practice, if you are able to retain your breath for 3 to 4 months, you won't get death. Once mastered, mukti or liberation, that is moksha, will be obtained. Of all bandhas, Uddayana is the best bandha. Works on Manipura Chakra and Vishnu Gandhi. See, Mula Bandha works on Brahma Gandhi. Uddayana Bandha works on the Vishnu Gandhi. All the abdominal disorders will be removed. Jalandhara Bandha, that is the throat lock or chin lock, contracting the throat by bringing the chin to the chest. Causes the prana to collect in Vishuddhi Chakra. This is the throat chakra. And then Rudra Gandhi. So all the three Gandhis are there: Brahma Gandhi, Vishnu Gandhi and Rudra Gandhi. So destroys old age and death. Just remember this point. Which bandha destroys old age and death? Jalandhara Bandha. Which asana destroys poison? That is the, which asana? Mayurasana. Destroys all throat elements, stimulates thyroid gland and regulates metabolism, and it induces mental relaxation, compresses. There are 4 sinuses here. So this Jalandhar Bandha helps for the carotid sinus also, develops meditation, introversion and one-pointedness. So these are the 3 bandhas. So these 3 bandhas we discussed: Shambhavi Mudra, 4, Mahamudra, Viparita Karni Mudra, Mahaveda Mudra, Kechari Mudra, Mahabandha and Mahamudra. These are some of the bandhas and mudras discussed in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Ashta Siddhis. So it has been said that this Ashta Siddhis the sadhaka who obtains this should be used only for constructive purposes, but not for destructive purposes. What are those 8 siddhis? Anima. You have to remember this with their definitions also. Anima, reducing one's body to the size of an atom, very small. Reducing our body to a small cell, a cell which is present in your body. We can't see with our naked eye. So, making a person to become very small like an atom. Mahima, expanding the body to infinitely large size. You might have heard about Balarama, I guess. Balarama, once he get 3 wishes, then he keeps his leg on, one of his leg on earth. So our body will be expanded to infinite large to the universe. Garima is becoming infinitely heavy. The person will be looking like a normal person, but once we want to lift it, we can't lift them. Lagima is almost weightless, paperless, very weightless. Prapti is to be present at anywhere. If I want, if suppose now at this moment, if I want to go and stay in Kashmir, I can stay there. That is Prapti. If I want to stay in US, same moment I can go and stay there. Within a second, fraction of second, I can be there. Prakamya, realizing whatever one desires. If I just know at this moment, if I want to become PM, I can become PM. If I want to become a CM, I can become a CM. If I want to change this entire India with gold, I can just convert into gold. That is Prakamya. Whatever you desire, it would be realized. You can see with your eyes. Then Isitva is supremacy over nature. So all the nature will be in your hand. You will become the supreme of the nature. Vasitva, control of natural. Vasham. Vasham means you can control all the nature which is present. So these are the 8 major siddhis which will be obtained after you get all these Ashta Kumbhakas. With the help of these Kumbhakas, you can get this Ashta Siddhis. So this is the end of the Bandhas and Mudras. Next concept is Pratyahara. We will take it up in the next class.